Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My body is sweeting me this night. I don't know why. I got the idea for filming today's video like this from one of the comments on my channel, which was last week. Someone was like, Sisi, Yemmie, I've had a camera for a long time, something along those lines. And she was saying that she could not film because she was always overthinking the position, like, oh, you have to arrange the background. And even me, sometimes that's what holds me back from filming videos. And she said that in the video, because I was laying down and I filmed the video, it inspired her that she does not need to sort out the background before filming a video. And that comment about me inspiring her inspired me. So here I am to do a video on the bed, on the bed, because I cannot shout and I've had a long day of filming. I just want to gist. I want to ask, how many of you are married, and how much of research did you do before you got married? Or did you just meet someone, fall in love, and then when you went to your pastor, they prayed for you, and then marriage? Because that's what I did. I did not go to my husband's village or nothing. I read somebody's post on Facebook and I was watching a Yoruba movie on YouTube, and that is what made me do this video. Let me tell you guys what I saw. So the person's post was on Facebook and it was talking about Urobo families, and I don't know if that is still happening till now, because Urobo is a tribe in Delta State. I don't know if you know that. I grew up in Delta State, so I'm very familiar with the Urobo people, but I never delved so much into the culture. And she said that in the culture, if a married woman cheats on her husband, all the children will start dying one by one, and the husband will eventually die, and the woman too will die if she does not confess publicly. So I was very curious, and the comment had over, or the post had over 500 comments. People were leaving comments saying either it's a lie or it is true, and some people were like, that is not true, it has never happened. Maybe they have cheated on their partners and their children have not died, their husband have not died, that kind. Meanwhile, some people were like, see, it is true, it is my culture, that is what we believe. In fact, you are going to kill goats, you are going to kill cow, and when you kill the goat or the cow, after you do the sacrifice, you go to the shrine and do appeasement and confess. So I was like, I never knew about that. And there were just arguments back and forth about this issue. So in the post, I left a comment and I was saying that, is it only women that have to confess if they cheat? I'm sure some people were trying to bite my ear. I was like, is it only women that have to confess when they cheat? When the husband cheats, so called, does the husband stand in front of the shrine and in front of the congregation, in front of the public, and have to confess to their infidelity as well? Or is it just a woman thing? And some people were arguing that it's one of those things they tell Urobo women to scare them so that they don't cheat on their husbands. Meanwhile, some people are like, no, 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 no. Women should not cheat. Men can do anything because men are men. You know, when it comes to that part of the argument, my head just a catch fire. And I'm like, please, let's not do men and men here. But what is the true gist? So if you are Urobo, let me know, is this something that really happens? And why I'm asking is because I watched a Yoruba movie. I was just scrolling on my own jejely on YouTube and I saw a Yoruba movie. I can't even remember the name. I'm going to put the name in the description box. And it was about this woman. She met this guy in Lagos, did not know his village, did not meet any member of his family, maybe met a couple of his close friends. And the guy was telling her that they couldn't go to his village because, you know, witches and wizards, and he has left the village a long time ago, so it's not a big deal. He didn't give her information about parents, but anyway, they got married, and yeah, getting married without meeting any member of your spouse's family is definitely weird, suspect. But the woman, you know, I love the shark people, just marry because if the man says he's not going to his village, he's not going to his village, so you marry the guy. Marry the guy now, smart thing, like 5 years inside the marriage, the man die. Okay, the man don't die now. Wetin go happen? That's where the gbege start. Gbege started after this guy died. she realized that he was from one of those villages, and they have a custom where no member of their family that dies should be buried outside. So you have to go and bury him in the village. Okay, small thing, I'll carry the dead body go village. Story for another day. Went to bury him in the village. When they got there, they saw his mom. The next thing you know, they told her she has to do, what's it called? She had a son for the guy. So they told her she has to do, swear an oath with the child and put the child in like a dark room. If the child dies, then the child is not they have to do omoko. Omoko, I think, is something in Yoruba that means like true child of a father. That's what I think it means. They had to do the omoko oath taking thing for her. And people were like, if it's me, I will not agree. But a lot of people were like, that is their custom. The mama told her, if you don't do this child is going to die, so you have to do it. So everything just happened so fast. They did the oath swearing or oath taking to swear that this boy is the original son of his father. Truthfully, he was the son of his father, but that's where the biggie really started, because she discovered they had a 60-day widow mourning thing. Is it 60 days or 90 days? Kind of like 3 months. And that after mourning the dead husband, she must marry one of his brothers. And if she doesn't marry any of his brothers, she's not allowed to remarry ever again. If she does, she will die, the son will die, blah, blah, blah. See, many things. But what I was thinking about in that video was, wow, there are so many cultures, so many customs, so many traditions in this country and in some other places. And before people get married, they typically do not know of some of these things until everywhere had read, and it's too late by then to know, to now be saying that you don't want to follow through with some custom and traditions, because the truth is there are repercussions and consequences. And sometimes you can be like, yeah, I don't believe in all these things, they don't matter. But trust me, things have happened to some people, even though they said it doesn't matter. Do you get? So I just want to ask, before you got married, did you do all this research? Because things like this can be so scary. Like finding out that people have like hidden customs and archaic, maybe let's say archaic traditions, things that are a bit backward. Before you got married, you didn't know. Now you're married, it's causing problem. I don't know. I was just bamboozled. And I feel like this is why you should inform your parents in time before you get married, so that they go and do their research. And this is probably why they don't allow people marry from certain places. Like you can't tell your mom you want to marry a guy from somewhere, and they're like, no, you can't marry him. In their family, they do this. In their family, they do that. This is probably why it is good to do your research. But these days of modern living, Lagos life, people know they follow people go their village, but when things happen, they always end up for village. So what do you guys think about it? That is basically what I wanted to ask. What do you think about it? Do you have interesting, I guess we should just talk about some of our traditions. I really don't know a lot of my personal traditions from my village, things that they have to do if something happens. I really don't know. There are some people that they say when they die, you cannot bury them anywhere else but in their father's compound in the village I have never been to. Things like that will just traumatize you, or that there are rites and rituals they have to do maybe for every firstborn son or for every daughter. Just funny things like that that you are not aware of before you get married. Have you ever experienced it? Do you have friends that have experienced it? Do you think it's something in your culture that you can share with us? Because I really want to know. I'm very curious. After watching that movie, I started getting scared because I was like, oh, God. I not do my research like that. I just made somebody fall in love and get married, man. We don't follow them to their village to know what they do in their hometown. And if gbege happen, God forbid, what do we go do? So that's just what today's video is about, just to chat about marriage and all the unforeseen things that we don't know about, especially when it pertains to culture and tradition. I can hear my door creaking, and that is my cue that my daughter is looking for me and it is bedtime. I've spent the whole of today filming. I filmed a recipe and I also filmed an ingredient meal. No, an ingredient prep video. So please check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description box. Can you hear Tiara crying? They cannot just give mommy 10 minutes. 10 minutes they cannot give mommy. Anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. She's explaining to you people what she's crying. Please, I beg, don't scatter my camera. Let's go. Eh? It's night time. Betty, bye.